All right, let's go ahead and get started on this. We're going to do another mountain painting today. I got me some pink for my sky. You guys know how I like my pink. And I'm going to place it in here with this 1-inch brush. I like a pink sky behind my mountains. It looks dramatic. And that's what we like. We like dramatic paintings. I do have, this is a wet on wet. I got liquid white over the whole thing. When I put liquid white on, a lot of times, and I did today, I take a paper towel and I kind of wipe it off a little bit. It's still on there, trust me. But I just, I like doing a lot of things without liquid white. But it's fun to use. I don't like it down here. I like it in the sky and on the mountains is okay. But to do a wet on wet, I mean, you got to put it everywhere. Let's get some phthalo blue, which I do not have. Actually, let's just use Prussian blue. I forgot to put my phthalo out. This is a little darker than I want it, but well, no, that's okay. This is Prussian blue. I'm just going to use it since I made the mistake putting phthalo out. I thought I had everything out, but things happen. And I'm just going to bring this down. Maybe put a little bit right there. I'm going to take a 2-inch brush after I place these collars where I want them. And I'll blend this together real nice. That's probably okay right there. Let me get me a 2-inch brush. Make sure it's nice and clean. Oh gosh, every brush I got looks rough. Let me make sure this one's clean. They get real rough on the edges after a while. You have to periodically buy new ones, even though they're not. You can still use them. And start at the bottom and work your way up. Do not start in the blue and work your way down. Use crisscross strokes, just like we always do. Try to stay out of that heavy blue for as long as you can. Because once you get your brush, if you guys have painted before, once you get your brush in some blue, man, it's stuck in your brush. It ain't gonna. Your brush is pretty much going to continuously have blue in it from that point on. Okay, now I'm going to come on over and get some of this. Yeah, I like that right there. It looks pretty good. A little streaky. That's what I'm after. The crisscross strokes it really helps. I mean, that's how you blend something real good. The crisscross. I like it. I like that. Okay, let's get to the fun part. Let's put our mountains in. You know what? I hope I brought this down far enough. I'm starting to wonder. Let me bring this edge down a little bit. I think it's okay. I'm just not sure if I brought that down far enough. I'll tell you what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down a little further. This is all you got to do. I just got to make sure I'm down far enough. Let me find me another 2-inch brush that's preferably clean. Let me just blend this out a little bit more. Yeah, that would be tragic not to bring us down far enough. You'd have a lot of problems then. I'm pretty sure that is. Okay. Not too much damage done there. Let me get my knife. Get my big knife. This is for a close-up mountain. This is black, Prussian blue, and brown. I took some out of there, put it in there. This is for a further away mountain if I want one. And I just took it out of that, added some white. Here's our topping, brown and white. This goes on top of the mountains. And that's it. I think I will put a further away mountain in, I believe. I'm just winging this. We're just going to throw some stuff in here and hope that it works out. All you can do is hope for the best. Cross your fingers and hope for the best, right? Okay, let's pull that out. Let me get me a brush. Practically everything I have is dirty, so I'll just use this dirty one, it's fine. Just pull it out. Blend it up. I'm just going to bring it down as far as I want because I just don't know what I'm going to put down at the bottom here yet. Okay, that's good. Next, we're going to get us a big chunk of paint here. Oh, what are we going to do today? Do we want something steep and dramatic? Apparently we do, because that's what I'm doing. Let's see, let's bring that. Bring this one up a little more. Now, these two peaks are identical and I don't like that. So I'm going to bring this one up a little more. Put another little hump right here just to break it up a little bit. You don't want things looking identical. Not that it necessarily hurts anything, but you just don't really want that. Wipe my knife off. Set it down, get my brush. And we are going to try and pull some of this out the best that we can. I wasn't going to make a high peaked mountain today, but I guess I can't help it. I really wasn't. I was going to make kind of a low mountain, and I did just the opposite for some reason. I just can't help it, I guess. I like these big, tall, crazy looking mountains. I mean, that is a crazy looking mountain there. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, I don't know. Just kind of blend this out a little bit. We'll see how this is going to work out. Okay, let's get us a spot on our towel, clean spot on our towels. Let's start with the furthest away mountain. I may even take a little more white and throw in here. Make sure my knife is clean. Got pink on it. Pink probably wouldn't hurt. You know what I might throw? I think I will throw a little pink in here. Why not? Why not, right? We're just going to very lightly touch it. Very lightly. very, very lightly. I need to get more on my knife here. That's better. Gotta make sure you got enough on your knife. My roll was too small. Let's just bring this down like right here. That's probably okay for the moment, maybe. I would like this to come down here a little more this way. And man, and I'm not exaggerating, I say this every time, barely, I am barely touching the painting, barely hanging on. Let's make this front, I got my topping right here. Let's put just a little more brown in it. Let's put a little touch of pink in it. Don't hurt nothing, the sky's pink. I may not have enough, I don't know. We'll start with this, we'll see what happens. This is a very steep mountain, as you can see. Let me pull my painting out. Makes it hard for me to, there we go. It's hard for me to get my knife the way I want it when a painting's too close. I usually just work these edges first. Let's see what we can do up here. Yeah, this is a real steep mountain. Real steep. You'd fall off this thing, you'd be in trouble. Okay. So far, I think it's okay. Let's see what we can do here. I'm actually going to try, at least in my mind, I think I'm going to do 2 mountain paintings today. That way I can stay ahead of the game. I like to stay a week or so ahead of when it's time to put paintings out. Oh, let's take a look here, see what I'm doing. And I might do another one after this. Maybe. It sure is a big mountain here, ain't it? Trying to think of what I'm wanting to do here. Okay, let me make me some shadow color. Oh, let's take a little white. They're in this pile that I was using back there. Yeah, see, when you wing it, you have to use your imagination. I'm looking at it, trying to figure out what I can do with this. As far as the mountain themselves go. Let's see how this looks. Put a little more white in it. I think I'm gonna have to switch knives for this one. I got my other one right here, my smaller one. Hopefully I don't drop it. I dropped it on the last video. It happens, I mean, no big deal. Okay, that's probably all right. I'm gonna take some of this darker color. Let me test it. A little darker maybe. Let's put some right here. Let me see. Maybe it needs to be a little darker. I want you to see it at home. That's what I always say, because I really do. I mean, that's the important part. I'm just taking this mountain color that I had, putting it in here. See if this is darker. It's a little darker. It's a little darker. I may have to take a little white and run over that a little bit. I just don't have it perfect the way I want it. Just keep working on it. Let me switch knives again. Go back to my big knife. Just keep it going. Just keep a working it. Okay, let me stand back here and take a look at it here, see what we got. Touching it up a little bit here and there. There's a little darkness down in here toward the bottom. Okay. Clean my knife real good. Take some pure white, kind of skim it. Kind of skim it across the top. Clean spot on my towels here. Snow-covered mountains. Okay, let me stand back and take a peek. I've been changing my mountain here a little bit. I didn't like the way this bottom was looking, and I'm still trying to work on it here. Trying to get it the way I want it. And the only way I can do it is to keep standing back, and I didn't want to interrupt your watching by me continuously stepping back. But that's what you got to do, man. You got to step back and take a look at it. It's hard to get them just perfect, just the way you want them sometimes. Sometimes you got to rearrange things. And that's basically what we did. I had a little ledge coming down here I didn't like yet, so I took it out. I think that might be okay right there for now. I'd like to soften this a little bit right in here. Okay, yeah, I think that looks better. All right, now for the bottom part. Now, since we've got our mountains coming all the way down, now we got to figure out what to do here. I'm just going to throw some color in until I figure it out. I know it's got to have color. This might be some land right here. I don't want it to be a bunch. Let me get me a clean paper towel here real quick. And I know I probably want some water right here. So let me take some white, some pink. Man, that is a dirty looking. I gotta change brushes, my fault. Too dirty. Oh, that's better. That's better. Grab some of this pink. May have a shot of land right here in this corner. Let me get my dirty dark brush back. This is mountain color I'm using right here. Well, I've already put land there, so I'll just keep that. I'm winging it. I'm just making things up as I go, and that can be a issue sometimes. I know this is dark. Let's see how dark it is. I need a little bit of darkness down in here. Get some more pink. It's not too bad. I'm going to put some background trees in. Clean this brush. This thing's a piece of junk, but boy, I love it. I get so much use out of it. Let's go ahead and put some background trees in. Let's start. Put a little black in that. I'm probably going to just go ahead and hold my palette so I don't have to keep looking down. We're using green and black. These are just background trees or bushes or whatever you want them to be. We just need something back here. A little more black for the bottom part here. Over in here, let's just, I don't know, let's throw something in over here. Okay, for the reflections, let's go ahead. Let's throw some stuff down in here. Try to make it identical to what you got above it. Okay, now let me set this down, take a little yellow, put some color on that stuff. CAD yellow light. Just want a little, sun's coming down this direction. Just some colors all. Don't have to be a beautiful thing, just these are just background trees. You just want something in here other than black and green. Same thing here. Wipe it off. Throw some in your water. Some yellow, that is. Okay, let's get ready to pull some reflections. I got one clean brush left. One left. Oh, let's start right here. If you notice, I'm continuously wiping my brush off because you practically just have to. Side to side. Give it the mirrored look. And be careful, don't wipe them away. I've done that before. You wipe it so hard, you wipe your reflections away. That's not good. Let's go ahead and get us a little water line. Just zip it across. Okay, now we're going to start putting some grass in. Let me wipe some of this off. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to wipe some of this off. All right, I'm back. I wiped it off. Let's take a little green, a little yellow. A little green, a little yellow. And we're going to start back in here. This is further away. I want this to be I want this separated. So I'm using a fan brush. You can use a 2-inch brush, 1-inch brush, whatever you feel like. This is just what I use. And I'm just going to throw some stuff in. Get up into the trees here a little bit. Kind of blend them up a little. Okay, let's start on the other side here. Let's throw some stuff right in here. And I wipe these off because this is really wet. I mean, man, it's hard to deal with things that are real wet like that. I might make this a bank, a dirt bank. I do that sometimes, and I may do it here. So if that's the case, I'm not going to bring it down any further than this. This is actually just CAD yellow light. I haven't even put any green in here yet. And this right here, I want this to be a little brighter right here. I want to separate that. Now let's take some ochre. Throw some ochre in here. Let's take some green. More green. Like I said, you can use a different type of brush. This is just what I always use. Don't make no difference, man. Whatever works, right? Whatever works. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that some type of a bank right here. Okay. Let me get me a brush. I'll probably just grab this one here. I'm gonna make this brown. Make it into a bank. Before I go any further, I'll give it time to dry, because I'll probably wipe it off. So I can put my other colors in here. Let's take some sienna and throw in here, mix it up. Little ochre. Yeah, I'll probably wipe this off and do it a little better here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to stop for a minute, think about what else I want here, and then I'll be back. Well, I think I've kind of figured out what I'm doing. I'm going to put a couple rocks here and a big pine tree here. So at the moment, I'm just throwing in these rocks. I just put them in. They don't have much color on them or anything yet. Just kind of tossing them in here real fast. I'll have to work on them here in a minute. But I don't think I made these a little taller. I think that's all I'm going to put on this side, besides these rocks. Maybe a little bush, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Put some darkness down in here on this side, because the sun is coming down from the upper right. Put some down here at the bottom. This is raw umber. I'll work on the shadows here in a minute. You gotta have shadows with your rocks too. Like I said, I'm just throwing this in here real fast. Okay, let's put a pine tree in real quick. I'm running out of brushes. I got this little baby short-handled brush. I am just running out of... I destroy my fan brushes, man. I gotta be honest. Fan brushes are... I'm rough on them. I want a pretty good sized tree right here. I want to cover a lot of this. So we're just going to throw one in right here. And hopefully I can get this brush to do what I want. It's a little awkward. An awkward brush. Put some more color. This is black and green. Pretty pitiful looking tree at the moment. Let's see if we can make it a little better. Do I need to make it bigger? I might need to make it bigger. You know, you just kind of, sometimes it's better to start small and make it bigger if you need to. That way you don't do something bad. You make it too big and you don't like it, well, then you've done something bad. Take some green, some yellow. Let's see if we can, yeah, I just want just a little greener. Just a little greener. You probably can't even see this at home. It's not real noticeable, and that's kind of what I want. All right, we're ready. I had to pause and get some cad yellow light. Make sure this brush is clean. It looks a little dirty. You want clean yellow. Clean, clean, clean. Clean as you can get it. And I'm just going to touch the right side of this tree because that's the direction the sun is coming in. Very important to remember which direction your sun is coming. Very critical. It's a critical thing to know that. Got to keep wiping your brush off because we just put the tree in. It's got black and green everywhere. Okay, so far looking okay. So far so good. Throw a little bit in the back area here. Come on down to here. All the way down. Throw some in here and there. I got a drop ceiling. I'm down here in my basement. I got a drop ceiling, and my cat gets up there in the ceiling, and she's above my head right now. I can hear her crunching the ceiling right above my head. All right, folks, that looks like a wrap. I like it. I think it turned out pretty well. Hey, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more future videos. And thanks for watching.